week on Frontier Wrestling, Robbie Brookside faced the anarchist Doug Williams in a match for the FWA British Heavyweight title. Brookside was representing the old school, who have longed to get their hands on the prestigious title ever since they invaded the FWA some months ago. But Williams proved a difficult opponent for Brookside, and their match went right to the 15-minute time limit, ending in a draw. What this will do for the FWA now is uncertain. The old school are sure to keep after the title. Can Williams retain it, or will he fall to the combined power of the old school? After the match, Flash Barker and the boys attacked Williams, shoving Brookside out of the way, as good as saying, "You didn't get the job done, we can." But it was Williams who came back once more, showed that the mob didn't rule on this occasion, hitting his patented Revolution DDT on first slash of the boys, and then Creed of the boys, before going on to deliver it to Flash Barker, the man who, remember, turned on Alex Shane some weeks ago on this very show. So Doug Williams is still the FWA champion. The old school are still without titles. This one is gonna run and run.
I don't need to tell you that we're facing the most serious threat that's ever been made to the FWA. But Chris, for you, I'll spell it out. Dino and Drew have been running roughshod all over this company, and the only reason that we are still together is because we have stuck together. I need to know if we're still in this together. Yeah. Jody, I know you're 100% with us. You have cancelled your Japan tours just to be here tonight. And Chris, you have flown 5,000 miles to help us in our fight. But Alex, you worry me. You have lost more battles with the old school than is even worth remembering. They have lost to your girls. They've lost to your bodyguards. And your best friend double-crossed you in the ring. I need to know that you're not going to go in that ring next week, all half-cocked up, and make this into some revenge thing.
Listen, let me tell you one thing. You haven't been here the last couple of months, so you won't know. See, it used to all be about the show stealer, and it used to all be about Alex Shane, but since the old school have come in, it's a little bit different. You see, what they've done is they've taken apart everything I believe in, and everything that we work for. So it's like this. Damn right it's about revenge, but more importantly than revenge, more importantly than Alex Shane, it's about the new school, and it's about the FWA. Yeah.
Good. Well, if we're all together, let's get to work.
FWA! Yeah! Come on! Yeah!
Welcome to FWA TV. I'm Mark Freet, and I'll be your host for another 30 minutes of Frontier Wrestling action. Victoria has called the troops together, rallied the FWA in their battle against the old school. Here's her assistant, Jane Charles, and she's got some words.
Thank you very much. I'm here this evening because I just feel as the FWA spokesperson that I just can't stay backstage and be quiet any longer. And the old school are absolutely they're just, over the top. Absolutely. We saw Alex Shane live, beaten in the ring. His bodyguards turned on him, the old school looking on. Even Mrs. Lawrence, who Flash Barker. Now, he's turned away, and Justin Richards. He's betrayed us all. He's turned to the old school, having spoken to his name for himself as twisted genius, Dean Ayers. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's gone too far. I myself stood in this room 2 feet away and repeatedly hitting the head with a chair by the double D. The old school are just going way out of control. And in fact, as far as I'm concerned, I think in new school we need to do something about it.
Music. It's Justin Richards' theme. He's coming to the ring with his manager, his advisor, whatever you want to call him. He's a self-styled Bengali Dean, the twisted genius Ayers. He came in, turned Justin Richards from the good path, made him fight against the FWA, the federation that had made him a star. What is Justin Richards now except a turncoat? And there's the man who turned his coat, Dean Ayers.
What am I doing here? Shut your mouths.
You showed up! 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 You showed up!
People, we didn't sell out. We bought in. Okay? As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, shut your mouth. Till 1 in the morning, I can't stand the FWA. Go ahead. What a bunch of retards. Shut your mouth, open your ears, and maybe, just maybe, you'll learn something tonight. So, the old school is out of control. The old school has gone too far. You see, this child, what you don't seem to realize is when you combine the mind of the twisted genius himself, Dean Ayers, Dino Scarlo, Drew McDonald, 2 men who have proved the reform schools don't work. And you put it all in the one melting pot of consequences those they're thinking about. Now you see, what you people need to realize is that the old school is not some passing phase. The old school is not some 5-minute fad. This is a revolution! Don't you think that this is a big revolution, Jane? Of course you do. Don't you think that the old school is going to run riots over the FWA and bring it to its knees? Of course you do, Jane. And please, wipe that smile, that smirk off your face. Because you see, Jane, I'm not going to have some woman come in here and tell me what is and isn't acceptable, because I'm never going to have a woman tell me what to do. I beg your pardon! What are you saying? Say sorry! Say sorry, Jane! Apologize, you bitch! I'm very sorry for the noise these people are making it very hard. Say sorry again!
become men.
You know something, young lady? I've got one piece of advice for you. Never, ever interrupt me. Okay? Stop the twisting, you idiot! This is the old school! This is the old school! You do not interrupt the old school! You do not interrupt the twisting, idiot! Who the hell do you think you are?
Last time we saw Nikita, she was being attacked by Dino Scarlo with a chair. Now Justin Richards with the cross-faced chicken wing, but Johnny Storm is here. Johnny Storm has made the save for Nikita. The old school have targeted Nikita, the first lady of Frontier Wrestling, but Johnny Storm is here.
Listen to me, you two old school pieces of shit! You think your big men coming out here and attacking the woman? Well, let me tell you something. You want to fight points? You got to fight. Justin, you, me, this goddamn ring. And we will see just who is the best out of new school and old school.
Johnny Storm has made the challenge to Justin Richards. It's new school versus old school. Johnny Storm is the saviour of Nikita, the saviour of Jane Jones. Perhaps he'll be the saviour of the FWA when he takes on Justin Richards. How will Dean Ayers spin his way out of this one? Join us after the break when we've got FWA Tag Team title action as the New Breed take on the boys.
Alright, boys. This is your time now. This is what you've been waiting for. And because of the impeccable work Bill Flash Barker done on Ashe, now's your time. Seize the day.
Success.
Right, success. Success is in your grasp. But remember, you must work first. Because the only time success comes before work,
That's in the dictionary.
right. And the work I'm talking about, you know the work, the new breed.
Do you mean the two soon to bleed?
Exactly. I want you to crush them. I want you to destroy them.
But don't be destroyed. That's the old school philosophy.
And do not worry, and I mean this, do not worry about going too far. Because only the men that risk going too far are the men that know how far they can go. And do not, I repeat, do not buy into this fable about this land will lay down through the line, because if this comes to pass,
In the morning, there won't be a land left.
no. One more quote. A surprising Bacon said, in the theatre of man's life, it is reserved only for God and angels to be looked on.
Yeah, well, I don't see any hearts around here.
Have you got offspring called Jesus? You know the score, you know what we're saying. I think you know where we're going, boys, and I think you know what we've got to do.
We'll turn tonight, boys. It's your time.
For two.
Welcome back to Frontier Wrestling. We just saw Dino Scarlo and Flash Barker of the old school imparting some, well, wisdom, I guess, on the boys' tag team challengers in our very next match. If they're half as confused as I am by that, I'm sure it will hamper their performance. And that is one thing that cannot happen, because they're facing the New Breed Tag Team Champions, and possibly the greatest tag team Great Britain has ever seen. But the boys have strength in numbers, in addition to Stixx, and in addition to Pliers, the two fighting members of the team. They also have that man there, Slash, and his pal, Creed, watching their backs on the outside. It's 4 on 2, but as I said before, the New Breed are one hell of a team. Ashe and Kerr have proved it time and time again on this very television show. And look, referee Andrew Coyne is sending the other two members of the boys to the back. He wants a fair fight. He's going to make sure that it's 2 on 2. Come on, Andrew, get stuck in, do your work. Let's have a fair fight. The FWA British Tag Team Champions, the new breed, and it's a sneak attack. Pliers and Stixx rushing out of nowhere, attacking their opponents. I was too busy watching Creed and Slash, wondering if they were going to get involved. Andrew Coyne tried to send them to the back, to no avail. They're standing on the edge, but the breed are back. The breed are back on top. Sneak attack or no, Yakuza kick by Curve sent Pliers over the barrier, but in the ring it's Ashe facing off with Stixx. Attempted Irish whip, but Ashe blocked it. Elbow to the midsection, a whip over, and he's gone for the cross arm breaker. If he can get this properly extended, this fight could be all over. It's one of the deadliest submission moves known in mixed martial arts. He hasn't quite got it locked on properly. A tag out to Curve. In comes Curve, pulling the boots to Stixx. Already the new breed are on top. I knew it would be this way. The boys, for all their size and muscle and their old school connections, they haven't got the experience that the new breed have got. Experience that has seen them lift the British Tag Team titles twice already. And I'm sure they're going to hold on to them for a long, long time. Drop toe hold by Curve, taking Stixx down, a double kick, one from each side. Ashe and Curve after the tag, and Ashe goes right back to that arm, working that arm, trying to hyperextend the muscles, the tendons, the sinews inside that arm, encased in that skin. He's trying to work it over, cause such great pain that Stixx will have no choice than to submit. Another quick tag made. It's Curve. He's going to the top rope, still gripping onto that arm that Ashe has been weakening. Oh, a huge front face slam with all the pressure going down that arm by Curve. These are truly innovators of offense. They look and they learn and they invent and they improve. This is the new breed. A spinning kick to the chest of Stixx and a pin with the leg. I've never seen moves like this. The new breed coming up constantly with new ways to beat their opponents. Tonight, the boys are the sacrificial lambs, the lambs that Dino spoke of, lying down with the lions. And tonight's King of the Jungle is Ashe and his partner Curve. Sneak attack by Pliers, allowing Stixx down back on top with a huge spine buster. Ashe is down on the mat. Stixx looking to build upon this slight advantage, kicking Ashe to the outside. Well, yes, look, there's Creed and Slash. I told you they should have been sent to the back. Andrew Coyne should have done your job properly. Oh, look, now you do your job. Now you try and do it properly. Coyne, you're a sham man. Slash deposits Ashe back in the ring. His job done. Ashe further weakened by a blind attack outside by the two non-wrestling members of the boys. And as Pliers tagging in for the first time in this match, he's taking it to the back of Ashe, really working on that back, trying to achieve the same aim that Ashe was on Stixx's arm. If that back weakens, it's right for any number of submission moves. You'll see Ashe tapping out and the title going to the old school. That can't happen. That would be unthinkable. There it is, pushing the pressure down on the back from Pliers. I said it was unthinkable, but they said something else was unthinkable. A bit called the Titanic. Pliers is back on top now. Curve coming in and Andrew Coyne making sure that he makes the tag first. but this allows a double team by both members of the boys on Ashe, repeatedly slamming him into that corner, and there was no tag made there. Referee, get a grip, there was no tag made, there was merely the sound of one man clapping. Let's not forget that next week on this very television show we have Alex Shane teaming with the WWE's Harvard Chris Nowinski against Drew McDonald and Flash Barker. And Ashe into the corner looking for some kind of neck breaker or crusher. Stixx got out of it, but no! Just as Ashe reversed the reversal, in came Pliers with a clothesline, taking Ashe down illegally, I might add. And the frustration of Curve on the outside is plain for anyone to see. He's trying to get the crowd behind Ashe now, but what Ashe really needs is to make a tag to his partner, to his brother. They're not really brothers from different mothers, but they're the same man inside. They are the new breed, they are the future. And Ashe with a side Russian leg sweep, trying to make the tag, but it's Stixx who cuts him off, and once again Curve trying to come in. You're not helping your partner there, Curve. All you're allowing is the boys to double team. And is this a gorilla press? A gorilla press from Pliers into the scoop, but look at the guile! Look at the guile of the breeder. Ashe turning the gorilla press into a DDT, taking Pliers down. Enziguri attempt, first one misses, second one takes Stixx down. Come on, make the tag, Ashe. He's bleeding from the nose, but all that will be forgotten because Curve's in. Some stiff kicks, a roundhouse heel kick, and another to the chest, to the nether regions of Pliers. That went lower than Barry White's voice, and now a couple of slams from Curve. He hurt his back on that one. Pliers is a big boy, again, like Barry White, but Curve's up again. Clotheslines Pliers to the outside. Who are the legal men here? I've lost track. It's Stixx attempting Irish whip. Curve reverses it. Hurricane Rana taking Stixx down, and Curve signals that this is the end. This is all over. He's taking down. It's the Tequila Sunrise, otherwise known as the Rings of Saturn. Almost a submission, but in comes Pliers. He breaks the submission hold, and a spear. He's taken Curve down with that spear. Curve is on the outside. Ashe and Stixx are down in the ring, but Ashe is back up. He shoves Pliers off. Pliers takes out his own men in the boys. Slash and Creed are down. Curve managed to move out the way. Very quick thinking by Ashe, recovering from his blows. And now, the reverse neck breaker, crusher, whatever it is, out the corner. Stixx is down. Pliers after Curve, a backdrop over the barrier to the hard wooden floor. And now Curve up to the top of the barrier. A tope. Taking Pliers down. It's a car wreck out on the floor. A human car wreck. Back in the ring, we've got Ashe and Stixx. I think they're the legal men in this fight. I'm really not sure. There's bodies everywhere. Creed and Slash are down on the outside. Their interference backfired, as did that punch by Ashe as he punched Stixx to the floor. Stixx boot called him low, and now Ashe is down. Stixx is up. He's putting it in the corner. What's this going to be? Some hard-hitting offense, no doubt, as Stixx climbs. Curve's in the ring. A thumb to the bum. He's lifting him up on his shoulders. Here goes Ashe on the top rope. The swinging slam. There's the 3 count. Ashe and Curve, the new breed, are still FWA British Tag Team Champions. The boys have failed. The old school have failed. It was 4 on 2, and they still couldn't get the job done. old school bullying tactics as we see the retro cam picture vision of the peeling combination. The old school couldn't get it done, their bully boy tactics just weren't enough. I've run out of time. I'll see you next week.